A very good evening to you and welcome to Himma News at 5. First, the major stories. In the news, the federal government commissions multi-billion naira Yauri water scheme in Kebbi State. Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria (CFAN) call on government and local communities to engage youth in cocoa farming and processing. The Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association (NVAMA) lament on the activities of the new Ministry of Livestock Development. And on the forums in years, fast food giant including McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC pulled onions from menus after E. coli outbreak. Good evening once again. My name is Umar. Now the news in detail. The federal government has commissioned the 2 billion naira Yauri water scheme under the Hydropower Producing Area Development Commission, HYPADEC, in Kebbi State. Chief of Staff to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Femi Bajabiamila, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, said the rehabilitation of Yauri water scheme was a symbol of progress, development, and the federal government commitment to improve the lives of citizens. Senator Akume said the joint project initiated by HAPADEC several years ago was a subtle initiative of the Commission under its pioneer managing director, tracing the root of the project to the 1960s, when the construction of Kainji Dam was conceptualized and suggested location of some communities from their original resettlement. According to him, Yalwayawari was one of those towns that made significant sacrifices for the good of our country, adding that the federal government recognizes this paradox and has been working to make water scarcity a thing of the past, especially in the power-producing communities across the country. In his speech, Governor Nasir Idris of Kebbi, who was represented by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Muhammad Usman Zuru, said the project was a partnership between the Kebbi government and HYPADEC to improve the livelihood of citizens of the state. Adding that the project is a life-saving scheme in view of the fact that water is life. The managing director of HYPADEC, Alhaji Abubakar Sadiq Yalwa, said the project was a crucial component of renewed hope agenda under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo has urged African nations to focus more on maintaining policies. Obasanjo said lack of continuity has been one of the main tailbacks to ensuring food security and several development in the African continent. The former President Obasanjo stated this at the unveiling of Okun rice mills at Asheru Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, on Thursday evening. He further revealed that if Nigeria had maintained the cultural policy continuity in its development and food production effort, the country's and continent hunger issue wouldn't have been reached the current level. According to him, to achieve increased food production and sufficiency at all levels of the government, an enabling environment must be provided to boost agriculture. Obasanjo said lack of continuity has been detrimental to the development of Africa as a whole. The former president's lamentation followed a recent action by the Ekiti state government to ban night grazing, warning hardest against destruction of agricultural investment. The Nigeria Veterinary Medical Association (NVMA) has raised concern regarding the scheduling and coordination of activities related to the establishment of the new Ministry of Livestock Development announced by President Bola Tinubu. The NVMA expressed particular frustration over an impromptu meeting called by the Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee on the same date as the association's 60th National Congress held in Vom, Plateau State, a landmark event celebrating 100 years of veterinary practice in Nigeria. NVMA National President Moses Orokoya, stated that the overlap in scheduling prevent members from actively contributing to discussions on the ministry's formation. In a statement titled Letter from Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee Threatens National Congress of Veterinarians, the NVMA expressed dismay, stating that despite the massive publicity given to their 60th National Congress, the committee will choose the same day for such a crucial meeting. The federal government has called on Nigerians to invest in agriculture, saying the sector plays a vital role in economic development and poverty alleviation. Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Aliyu Sabi, made the appeal in Abuja Thursday at the 31st Annual Development Forum of LAPO Group, themed Paradox of Poverty in a Wealthy Nation, Policy Issues and Perspectives. Abdullahi, represented by his Special Assistant on Cooperative and Farmers Welfare, Victor Ogoke, noted that the extreme poverty in the country could only be addressed by a combination of policy and economic reforms, effective social protection initiatives, and frameworks for social economic empowerment of the masses. He said despite the sector's vast potential, the country still faces challenges of which the cooperative sector has a crucial role to play in delivering growth. The minister said there is the need for a comprehensive approach aligned with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which aims to revitalize the economy, promote inclusive growth, enhance the quality of life, and bring prosperity to the country. In his address, the head of program and communications, LAPO, Dr. James Wisdom, disclosed that the microcredit firm has successfully disbursed over 1.4 trillion naira to small and medium-scale businesses as part of its contribution to eradicate poverty from Nigeria in the past 37 years. You are listening to the news at 5 from Himma Radio, the Farmer's Pride. Don't forget to log on to our website www.himmaradiotv.com or our social media handle Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok for more news and programs. Glad to have you back. The Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria, CFAN, has called on the government, traditional leaders, and local communities to foster youth engagement in cocoa farming, processing, and management through entrepreneurship initiative in order to ensure the sustainability of cocoa production in Nigeria. The association's national president, Adiola Adegoke, told journalists in Calabar on Thursday during the celebration of the third National Cocoa Festival held in Cross River State capital. He explained that this year's festival theme aims to address compliance with the European Union's deforestation regulations, EUDR, in Nigeria and emphasize the importance of youth involvement through entrepreneurship for the cocoa sector's sustainability. He emphasized that cocoa plays a crucial role in livelihoods, revenue generation, and job creation in Nigeria. The two past national cocoa festivals took place in Akure, Ondo State, and Abuja, led to the selection of Calabar as their venue for this year's event, appreciating support from Cross River State Governor, Senator Basi Edet Otu. Governor Otu, represented by the Commissioner for Agriculture and Irrigation Development, Johnson Ebopo, congratulated the association for organizing the festival and selecting Cross River as the host state. The Minister of Environment, Balara Balawal, said that plans are ongoing to upgrade the Federal College of Forestry, Ibadan, and Jos into degree awarding institutions as part of investment in programs that support forestry education and research initiatives. Now said that federal government is committed to environmental protection, and sustainable development by investing in education and research. The minister spoke at the 85th anniversary ceremony of the Federal College of Forestry, Ibadan, and the fundraising of 500 million naira for the construction of a multi-purpose hall. In his speech, Senator Yunus Akintunde, Oyo Central, assured the readiness of the National Assembly to look into the issue of exclusion of the monotechnic as beneficiaries of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund and other related matters. And on the foreign scene, US fast food giant, including McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, pulled onions from menus after E. coli outbreak. Fast food giant have pulled fresh onions from their menus in the US after a McDonald's E. coli outbreak that killed one person and left 49 others sick. The ingredient is believed to be the likely source of the outbreak that led to McDonald's removing the quarter pounder from 1/5 of its US restaurant. The onions are said to have come from Taylor Farms, a California-based company. Beef parties are now also under scrutiny from regulations, who are investigating whether they could be affected too. However, when beef is cooked properly, E. coli is killed. The popular burger has been pulled from the restaurant across states, including Colorado, Kansas, Utah, and Wyoming, and in part of Iowa, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. At least 10 people have been hospitalized in the McDonald's outbreak, including a child who suffered a severe kidney disease complication. Illnesses were confirmed between 27 September and 11 October, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And that's the news, but before we go, a recap of the major stories. In the news, we've told you that the federal government commissions multi-billion naira Yauri water scheme in Kebbi State. Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria, CFAN, call on government and local communities to engage youth in cocoa farming and processing. The Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, NVMA, lament on the activities of the new Ministry of Livestock Development. And on the foreign scene, you've heard that the US fast food giant, including McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC, pulled onions from menus after E. coli outbreak. And that's the news, but don't forget to listen to our news and programs on our website, www.himmaradiotv.com, or our social media handles, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, for news and programs. On behalf of the production crew, especially Nunemba Agabo Seridan for compiling and helping in the production, the on-air personality has been Sunusi Abdurrahman Nantalata Fagi, alongside Muhammad Chedi on the Peelan side. My name is Ashur Umar. Have a pleasant Friday evening time.